Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad Afiq Bezuddin bin Azman.
Hi, my name is Nur Rafika. My name is Nadia binti Zulkifli.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Nasrullah bin Nurman.
Let us begin our forum discussion by introducing about this forum. They are to act bonding all organizations in Malaysia to ensure the workers are being protected for all risks coming from the workplace hazard. Factory and Machinery 1967, FMA 1987, or Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, or Osha 1994. Regulation, guidelines, and codes of practice have been drawn up to support both acts. There are two topics to be discussed in this forum. First be rules of Osh legal requirement in business management, and then occupational safety and health in Malaysia and its salient feature. I will let Afiq to introduce Osh legal requirement in terms of FMA 1967 and OSHA 1994.
Alright, thank you Nasrullah. As a fast industrial powerhouse country, Malaysia has made significant gains in enhancing the safety and health of its workers, with the objective of attaining the status of a developed country. This was especially evident in recent years, with the passage of the Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1994. The 1994 OSHA, which went into effect on February 25, 1994, was a watershed moment in Malaysia's occupational safety and health development. With the Act's increased scope and provisions, multi-pronged measures to guarantee the safety and health of employees and all those at work are clearly defined. Workplace levels of exposure in Malaysia are managed by the Factory and Machinery Act (FMA) of 1967 and the more thorough Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1994 (OSHA). OSHA 1994 is supported by rules, codes of practice and regulations, which help to explain the terms of the Act. Its function included reports and suggestions on reforms to safe and health regulations, devising suitable control system for industrial chemicals, and supporting the formulation and implementation of industry standard of practice. Guidelines are among the Minister of Human Resources authorities under OSHA 1994 to regulate rules pertaining to usage, including exposure standard to physical, biological, chemical, or psychological dangers. FMA 1967 and OSHA 1994 are both enforced by the Department of Occupational Safety and Health, which is known as DOSH, formerly known as the Factories and Machinery Department. In 1967, the FMA emphasized protection, but OSHA in 1994 placed equal focus on managing workplace health concerns. The Department of Occupational Safety and Health creates occupational exposure standards through tripartite and stakeholder engagement. So that's all I have to say regarding the arrival of OSHA in 1994 and the FMA in 1967.
Alright, thank you Afiq. We go our first topic, which is rules of OSH legal requirements in business management. For providing a quick overview of the Occupational Safety and Health Management System, or OSHMS, is critical to the operation of the organization overall management system. In reality, the implement of OSHMS indicate the need to execute and integrate management strategy target at preventing any potential occupational danger. In general, an OSHMS is founded on correct standard that aid in the effective implementation of an organization transformation process that focus on leadership and support. The creation and implementation of an efficient OSHMS guaranteed a safe and health work environment.
I agree, Nasrullah. Okay, now I would like to explain about objectives of OSHMS, or we known as Occupational Safety and Health Management System in the organization. Okay, the role is to enable organization in risk management and performance improvement. Many commercial organizations today understand that technology advancement and greater competition bring about changes in working condition, work environment, and processes. As a result, new technique and solution for the prevention of well-known hazards and risks, and also certain new hazards such as biological and physiological hazards must be developed. There are various kinds of organizations, health and safety systems, all of which serve the same purpose, which is to decrease hazard and risk via good management and improvement the organization's performance. As a general rule, on OSH or known as Occupational Health and Safety Management System may be defined as the established structure at all organizational levels for continuous OSH improvement and compliance with OSH regulation. In addition, there are three elements that OSH management system, which include: first is management commitment and policy, second is planning, and third is implementation, which is include variety of activities such as proper resource allocation, integrating OSH policies into other management system within the organization, coordination of OSH system components, designation of responsibility of OSH plan, programs, and also procedures that implementation, and also it has many other activities. Okay. Next, our first topic of discussion will be the role of OSH in policy, which will be explained by Nurul Afika. I would like to invite her. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. Okay, I will discuss about the role of OSH. When we discuss in terms of policy, OSHA policy is written statement, the communicate the organization commitment to the health, safety, and well-being of its employers. It serves as the foundation for the effort made to establish an appropriate working environment. The policy should have a impact on all operations, include the selection of people, equipment, and material, the way job going complete, and how good and service are designed and delivered. Create a clear safety and health policy statement. The policy statement might be brief, but it will be that first, the organization is dedicated to make very reasonable, affordable to remove danger that cause accident and injured. Second is the company recognize that all the workers have the right to work in the safe and healthy environment workplace that meet with the national occupational safety and health rules and regulation, as well as any additional standard to which the organization subscribe. And third is the organization is dedicated to safeguard the safety, healthy, and well-being of a worker and any other individuals who may be impacted by the organization operate. Next is the organization is committed to continuous improving OSH performance through better implementation of the OSHMS, which is Occupational Safety and Health Management System. Next is it is responsibility of management to establish, execute, and assist the organization OSH policy in collaborate with employer. They understand the policy and their roles in order to help the business achieve the OSH policy that have been established. They have 5 policies should be. First is draw the participant with the employer in their representative. Second is state the clear, ambiguous and unequivocal terms. That is signed by the most senior accountable person in the organization. Fourth is keep up to date. And the last one is communicate to employers and individual group concerned with or affected by the OSHA performance. The policy must include the organization commitment and method of the managing safety and health issue. They are not hard and fast rules about the should be included in the policy. However, it is often only the one page long. The policy should be supportive by the organization, most senior accountable individual. Okay, I will pass to Afiq to continue.
Alright, thank you so much, Nurul. Okay, so let me go through the organizing section. All workers who undertake obligations under the Oshms must have their roles, responsibility, accountability, and authority clearly defined, recorded, and conveyed to them. Job descriptions, manuals, and procedures can all be used to explain them. Executive ownership and responsibility for OSH performance is a vital component in which the employer is held directly accountable for each part of the OSH program, such as anticipating, evaluating, and controlling OSH dangers. An organization should consider the following factors when calculating the resources needed. The first one is the financial and human resources. Next is the technologies. Third is the infrastructure and equipment. Fourth is the information system, and lastly is the training.
So Afiq, what action should the company do to meet this set of criteria?
So basically, the business should guarantee that each employee is held accountable for their own health, as well as the health of their co-workers. It should also consider adding this accountability into job description and examine it during performance evaluations. To work safely, all workers must have the appropriate mental skill, physical preparation, and knowledge. Management and staff must show ability to perform or manage work safely. This proficiency can be obtained by a mix of education, certification, experience, and on-the-job training. When necessary, the business might hire a skilled consultant from a third party. So I think that's it.
Okay, one more question. How will they complete the training? Nat, you have the answer?
Yeah, I think I have the answer. Actually, when it comes to training, they might use the following approach, which is have 4 steps. I will explain one by one. Okay, the first step is we need to determine the needed, whether the training is required for the organization or create an OSH training metric. The OSH training metric is a tool that can help businesses, managers determine what is OSH training is necessary for their employees. The metric goals is to construct a list of OSH training modules that required to provide employees with the skills, knowledge, information that they need to fully handle hazard risk over course of their workday at workplace. Okay, second step is make a training plan. Okay. Prepare a training strategy for organization by priorities training module and creating a training timetable. It is suggested that the law and risk management training courses be provided initially. The additional modules specified in the OSH training metric can be presented in the sequence that is most suited for the worker. Okay, after that, organize has been created. Train the employee in the line with the training plan and timetable. It may necessary to create training module for the topic covered in the worker individual aspect. To deliver the message, it is necessary to guarantee that the material is simple to comprehend and to experiment with the range of training approach. It also provide adequate time for the trainers to arrange their resources and location. Competency training should be given by qualified individuals. Okay, lastly, after we run the training, we need to evaluate the training whether it is accepted or it is success or fail. Okay, check to see whether the training was effective. The evaluation of training might be beneficial in ensure that the training program is meeting its objective. One of the important components of training should be a technique for monitoring efficiency of the instruction. When the course objective and content are determined, the employer should create a strategy for assessing the training session, which can be written or thought out. It should not be postponed until the training is done. Employers or supervisors can use evaluation to assess how much learning has occurred or whether the employer's performance on the job has been improved. So from all these steps, we can improve the worker competency. I think that's all for me.
Okay, thank you. In term of the planning and implication, they are include initial evaluate, system planning, development, and implementation, as well as occupational safety and health goals. They have a three. The first one is initial examination of the organization existing Osh management system and relevant arrangement is a recommendation. If no Osh management system exists, or if the company is a new, first evaluation should serve as a foundation for building a Osh management system. The initial evaluation should be conducted by competent individual in cooperation with employers and their representative as required. Second is system planning development and implementation. The goal of the planning should be to build of a Osha management system that support a minimum compliance with the national law and regulation. The components of the organization, Osh management system, and continuous increase the Osh performance. And the last one is occupational safety and health goal. Measurable Osh objective should be established in the accordance with the Osh policy and based on the initial or subsequent review, which are first, specific to organize and provide to the according in to its size and nature of activity. Second, with the relevant and applicable national law as well the organization technique and business obligation about OSH and focus on continuous in providing workers OSH protection to achieve.
Alright.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Nurul. I want to talk about importance of OCH or occupational safety management, business management. The employee or supervisor acting as representative are legally accountable for the workers' safety and health on the job. The unifying objective continue to be to detect hazardous product, situation and behavior in the workplace and to help employees and workers in minimizing all ill risk. Health and safety targets both employees and employees to guarantee that employees perform productively. A corporation professional in occupational health and safety promotes safe working conditions. Professionals in occupational safety are concerned about all workplace dangers in a focus on preventing workplace deaths and serious injuries. Industrial hygiene can detect and control dangers associated with acute or chronic exposure to chemical, physical, and biological agents. Occupational medicine, physician, and occupational health nurses distinguish themselves by delivering clinical care program target at illness prevention and health protection. Health screening and surveillance program, diagnosis, prevention, and treatment of work-related injury and illness, pre-placement and periodic exchange examination, independent medical examination, employment evaluation, disability and case management, drug testing, and behavioral and emotional counseling to avoid effect on job performance are among the services provided. Simple modification like this may boost competitiveness, profitability, and employee motivation. I think that's all about the importance of OSH in business management.
Okay, thank you, Nas, for the explanation about the importance of Osh management system. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about the challenges for the future development of Osh management system. The Osh management system does not operate alone, but it is influenced by a variety of internal and external circumstances. The compatibility with a changing external environment and the creation of an internal context that supports occupational health and safety implies that the primary issues for the future development of occupational health and safety management system are first, to make Oshms more suitable for the changing world of work, where manufacturing is increasingly outsourced and risks may be readily moved to supply chain partners. Second, build Oshams that directly contribute to company strategy and business goals or while providing Osh advantages. In this regard, the increased emphasis on corporate social responsibility provides a chance to develop unique Oshams and Osh approaches. Third one is the business ethic and organizational running procedures will be incorporated into the design and operation of Oshams. This suggests the new elements such as the company ethics and value management must be considered. And the lastly is to provide a relevant and realistic set of performance metrics to track the evaluation of Oshams and Osh performance. So I believe it is all about the problem for the future development of Osha management systems.
Okay, guys. We're moving on the second topic of this forum, which is the Malaysian Occupational Safety and Health Act and its unique attributes. So we go to Nat first. Can you state the objective of OSHA 1994?
Nasrullah. Before we moving on further in this second subject for this forum, better we know the objective of OSHA 1994. Okay, there are four objectives, which is first is to ensure the safety, health, and welfare of workers by protecting them from trade and also trade to their safety or health that caused by their job activities at their workplace. Second is worker at work, safeguard people at work from risk to their safety or health resulting from the action of people at work. Third is to develop a work environment in the appropriate to physiological needs of employees. Lastly is to create a mechanism for gradually replacing the underlying occupational safety and health law safety and health laws with a set of rules and authorized industry codes of conduct that work in tandem with the provisions of this act to maintain the enhanced safety and health standard. So, Nurul, you can state the aim of occupational safety and health in Malaysia.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. The aim of the Occupational Safety and Health Act (OSHA) in Malaysia is it is key characteristic as followers set standard. OSHA established occupational safety, health and safety regulation. They make this decision after considering advice from their numerous advisor panels. Sometimes they are developed standard on their own, and other time they are developed standard in response to requests from other group or government. They make such criteria public. They make such criteria public so that employees may adhere to them. If an employer is unable to achieve the requirements straight away, they may provide variants. They also alter standard as needed with technologies and other workplace components, alver. And they can also levy fine on workplace that violate the rules. They have four standards that uh, we can state. The first is OSHA function is to listen to worker complaint and develop suitable solution. Worker can submit a complaint with OSHA about the workplace safety and health problem by calling or writing OSHA. Information in order that this worker right and that employer who registers such as complaint cannot be punished. Second is publish research and data on workplace safety. OSHA is a part of the Department of Labour which release data on occupational injury, illness and fatigue through the Bureau of Labour Statistics. They also fix on the most often violate workplace rules and workplace that public. The third one is issue hazard alter that helps employer keep workers safe. OSHA also provide hazard notice to business to notify them of potential hazard and how they may assist worker in avoiding such a hazard. A recent hazard notice include information on the danger of manual tank gauge and sampling at oil and gas production operator. And the last one is provide training and education. OSHA offer learning materials like a video and interact with web-based tool on the variety of healthy and safety issue, include construction, working with electricity, food processing, working in hospital, and woodworking. Their training institute offer occupational safety and health education to persons such as compliance officer, federal agent, and federal agent, consultant, and other. Okay, I will pass to Nas to sum up all this discussion.
Alright. Thank you, Nurul. To summarize, to summarize, company have a legal obligation to create a safe workplace under Occupational Safety and Health Act. The function of OSH legal standard in a corporate management are to safeguard employees from potential harmful some situation. Employees must comply with OSHA's legislative requirement, standard and regulation, which compel them to provide employees with jobs and workplace that are free of recognize hazards that are causing or are likely to cause death or significant physical damage. OSHA is crucial in companies since it helps to ensure that the facility is a safe and health place to work. OSHA is critical in identifying organizations that are not dedicated to safety, in addition to provide the resource and assistance needed to strive towards uh, uh, an engineering and illness-free workplace. To strictly, if not millions of dollars. In Malaysia at work is to decrease occupational accidents. Employees have a right to claim various benefits under the Act, including medical benefit, disability benefit, constant attendance allowance, depends benefit, funeral benefit, survivors pension, and invalidity pension. The social employment engineering scheme protect employees from industry injuries such as occupational illness and commuting accident. So guys, thank you Afiq, Nat and Nurul, the explanation and sharing about two topics, which is rules of legal requirement in business management and the Malaysian Occupational Safety and Health Act and its unique attribute. Hope this discussion give benefit to us in the future. Thank you guys.
Right.
Bye.
So